I'd like to call the regularly scheduled meeting for the Village of Tinley Park Planning Commission to order. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, move on to roll call. Lori, please take the roll call.
Commissioner Gaskell.
Present.
Commissioner Gatto.
Present.
Commissioner Hamilton.
Here.
Commissioner Manny. Commissioner Merrick.
Here.
Commissioner Martinez.
Here.
Commissioner Sepasi.
Here.
Chairman Gray.
Present. We do have a quorum. We'll move on to communications. Staff, any communications at this time?
No communications.
Okay. Move on to approval of the meeting minutes. Could I have a motion to approve the minutes of the January 16, 2025 regularly scheduled Planning Commission meeting?
Motion.
Second.
Okay, motion made by Commissioner Sepasi, seconded by Commissioner Gatto. All those in favor of approving the January 16th, 2025 minutes, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, the motion is carried. The minutes are approved. We will move on to our one and only item for tonight. Item 1 is a public meeting to consider recommending that the village board adopt the village's official zoning map reflecting map amendments through December 31st, 2024. With that said, if you want to give your presentation.
Sure. So there's nothing unusual about this process. We do this every year as we go through our zoning entitlement approvals, rezonings, subdivisions, that sort of thing that changes our zoning map. So we do work with our GIS team to update our online map, but state statute does require that by March 31st of every year, we do have to have posted official zoning map for the year, for approvals ending the previous calendar year. So this is, again, nothing new. We have had a number of approvals throughout the year. So the update summary, this is just as in the staff report. We had 3 annexations, 3 new planned unit developments with 1 retroactive planned unit development. And that one was just a unique situation where we, a few years back, had a Chipotle approved on 159th and 71st Court, and that changed to a different application for 7 Brews, you may recall, but that plat was not recorded and finalized, so that's a new retroactive PUD. And then we had 3 rezonings and 8 plats of subdivision with a plat of dedication. So all of it is up on the screen, just as in the staff report. And we have the map here up on screen, and we do have the map at a larger scale as well as an additional document, which is another tab that you have on your screen if you wanted to zoom in and see anything. But overall, it's the same type of layout to the map, just with these changes.
Okay, thank you, Lori. I'll just ask for some commission comments. Commissioner Hamilton, any comments?
No comments.
Commissioner Merrick?
No.
Commissioner Gatto?
No comments.
No comments.
Gaskell? Sepasi?
at all.
No
Commissioner Martinez? And I have no comments as well. It was a busy year last year, which is a good thing for the village. So with that said, is that all you need from
Yes.
us to move forward?
Yes, it's going to go to village board on March 18th, and there's no vote action required from you as the commission. If you would like to do a voice vote, you certainly can, but we really just put this in front of the plan commission's eyes, so you're aware of what we have going aboard.
Yeah, looks good. Okay. With that said, we'll move on to good of the order. Do you have anything for the good of the order, Lori?
Yeah, I do have a few things, not too much though. So the last meeting we had here at Plan Commission was on January 16th. I wasn't here, but my colleagues were to present the Deerda family's porch variation here in the village, but that did end up going through to village board, and it was approved. My manager, Jason, wanted to have me relay to you guys that the village board did feel that this was a unique situation. They are generally in favor of these types of improvements to to homes. So they wanted to emphasize that they appreciated that you guys had to stick to various code requirements and the standards. So that said, planning staff is considering possibly looking at entertaining a future code amendment,
Okay.
zoning code. But overall, that was the only approval that we had since we all last met, that we have something substantial from board to comment on. And then, of course, we have various projects under construction, the biggest of which is to talk about Tian's, Durbin's, Harmony Square. So I might have, I don't know if I got the exact information perfectly, but Jason and I were talking about this, and we understand that, I can tell you that for the Tian's, the first floor will be open for the parade on Sunday. So I'm not sure if if there's been some action. You understand there's a lot of folks there right now, but for sure on Sunday's parade, it has a soft opening to the public, just the first floor. Now, the ribbon cutting for the full opening will be March 17th. So we're very excited for that.
What time?
Hmm?
What time on March 17th?
I don't know, but I can get that for you.
Okay, and would commissioners be welcome to that?
I will find out.
I used to get notices for the
Yeah.
ribbon cuttings,
Yeah.
and I don't get them anymore.
Same here.
Yeah, I can check with my colleagues, and if it's something that it's a huge deal in the village, right? It's in the core of our downtown, I would
Right.
think. A lot of our folks up on the commissions and board would be welcome, but
Lori, the ribbon cutting is for T-hands.
that's
right?
correct.
It's not anything else that's being constructed.
It would be for T-hands, yeah. And following that, on the 21st of March, will be Durbin's ribbon cutting. So that's very exciting. And as far as the square itself, we're on schedule at this point, looking at opening the square for activities and just being open to the public in June of this year. So perfect timing for
Great.
summer activities.
Mhm.
So what exactly is that gonna be called on? Is it gonna be Durbin's or is it gonna be T-hands?
So there's T-hands and then Durbin's.
So they're actually gonna be two separate,
Yep.
all in one building, I see, okay.
So that said, that'll be major development in the heart of our downtown. And like I mentioned before, we have a lot of our previously approved projects either in permitting or under construction. Do you guys have any questions?
I have a question, but it has more to do with the zoning map update.
Mhm.
And so I know that there's like two major areas in the country where there's no zoning, right? It's like Tempe, Arizona, and Houston, right? Are famous cases.
There's no
So-
what?
There's no zoning.
Oh,
And so I'm kind of interested, so that's not even possible in the state of Illinois to have like a part of the state decide that they're not going to have zoning because you're required to update zoning every year by state law. Yeah, okay, so that's all I really am interested in. Just to get a sense, like, so in Arizona and Houston, or in Texas, those rules don't exist at state level, obviously, or else something's been carved out of the law that allows them not to follow it.
Illinois is a different animal than Texas and Arizona.
But with that said, it would be possible for a village to just have a blanket generic zoning area that's open to whatever. like
They
you
do.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Duvan Drive. That's the Iona Misfit Toys. They just put whatever doesn't belong in there. So I was in Houston this past fall, and I was not really impressed with the city and/or, not to impugn people from Houston, but also their expressway. It was, and I'm an engineer.
I know
It
the
was-
developer who
Yeah.
does that, and he says that they can't build freeways fast enough to handle the traffic,
Ah,
but that they have so much state money that they just keep building double deckers now.
yeah, and it's like you're turning left and one's going up, one's going down. It is not
It's like,
for the
wow.
faint of heart.
Yeah.
Especially when it was raining like it was. When I was driving, it was pretty rigorous, but I like having some order or rhyme or reason. I do.
Yeah, me too. I'm just interested in the history and the
Yeah.
politics of
Yeah.
how this
Why,
stuff works.
yeah.
Yeah, why?
probably just didn't want like a church by a casino or something like, you know,
Yeah, random.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Next to
houses
somebody's
a
house.
chemical plant,
Yeah.
right, you know, some of these
Yeah.
extreme uses.
Yeah.
But the state statute's been in place for quite a while, so,
Cool, thank you.
Good to
you're
know.
welcome.
Okay, thank you, Laura. Yeah, we're excited for all these openings, especially around Oak Park Avenue. I live right there, so I'm very excited for that. With that, we'll move on to receiving comments from the public. Seeing no public here, we'll move on to adjourn the meeting. May I have a motion to close the meeting?
Make a motion.
Oh, second.
Okay, motion made by Commissioner Gaskell, seconded by Commissioner Gatto. All those in favor say aye.
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 Any opposed? No? Okay. The meeting is closed at 7:10 PM Central Time. All right, guys, enjoy the rest of your night.
You-